going to be doing some stories of the day. So I'm going to hand you over, Sakina. I'm going to walk over to the main desk and then we'll carry on the stories of the day and the trending topics. Sakina, over to you.
Well, thanks, Leanne. As we get into the diary, and these are some of the top stories we'll be following. We'll follow up on the killing of an ANC Youth League member at a rally in Hammanskraal over the weekend. Also, a man is expected to appear in court today in connection with the suspected Muti-related killing following the discovery of the body of a 2-year-old boy in Piet Retief in Mpumalanga.
Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula is today expected to officially open a state-of-the-art licensing centre in Tembisa.
Africa's Ministers of Environmental Affairs and other experts in this field will be meeting in Durban to discuss ways to speed up action against climate change.
And the Eastern Cape Rural Development Department is expected to table plans to assist drought-hit farming communities in that area.
Right, those are some of the top stories that we'll be tracking today. Let's take a look now at some of the top trending topics from yesterday into this morning.
All right, first up we've got black coffee. Okay, so this is all about obviously what came out yesterday, and there was talk about black coffee and his wife getting a divorce, and you know, it just is something that unfortunately these things do happen. And Entle came out with Mbali Entle came out with a video clip, and I think this is what it had to say just about the divorce.
But you know where this stems from? You remember some months ago there was all this hype, all this talk about DJ Coffee possibly having an affair with the late David Guetta's wife, you know, now widow.
Yeah.
All of those stories. There was lots of talk about infidelity.
Oh, really?
And one would imagine that they haven't recovered, perhaps, from that.
Oh, so my. I didn't hear about those.
All these talks have been coming for quite some time. So yeah, that's hashtag black coffee. So I do believe we do have that video of Entle. So let's take a look at what she had to say.
It's like a bit of space with regards to questions and so forth. I do believe that the system will do what is due and what is fair. I do believe in every way that the South African system is a fair one, and our justice system has been built around creating fair decisions for those who can't make amicable decisions. It has been a very long couple of years for me, and in all of that, all I ask is for silence, not for me or anyone else, but for my children. Everything I have done till this day is to protect my children. All I've ever tried to do was be a great wife, a supportive wife, one that is respectful, not only to my partner and everyone who is around him. I have now in me a fight that I've never understood or made it to the papers. A situation that has happened.
Gosh.
Yeah, and that's why that's trending. It's a sad story.
No, it really
is sad.
And you know what, you just want to leave the couple to get over it themselves. It's hard enough going through something like that, but then with public attention as well, you hope that people do respect that for them. And then I think there's one more trending topic. I need a lot of cups of coffee. Not that I had a hectic weekend. I actually think I rested too much this weekend, that I'm just like, Anyway, I'm waking up. Slowly I'll wake up. Maybe at 9 o'clock I'll wake up. Kelly Camano is also trending. And this, of course, is something that we can expect, obviously trending over the next couple of weeks, and it's got to do with AfriForum now taking on this investigation into the killing of Senzo 5 years, absolutely nothing. Then I saw yesterday the Sunday Independent doing a massive article on where the case is, some of the revelations coming out of it, and saying that what they're alleging is that there was a fight that broke out in the house, and I think it was between Kelly Camano's sister and the boyfriend, and Senzo got involved to try and stop it, and then gunshots were fired. And then there was a big cover-up that was happening. These are allegations, but all of these stories coming out, and you know
These
what?
are
hopefully
allegations that have
been around forever.
around since
But
this
we're
incident
just
happened 5
hoping
years ago.
there can be a court case and we can kind of
Yeah,
settle this
yeah.
once and for all. So Kelly Camano's name is again just coming out, and you know, hoping that we can really just get some finality
And
onto
this is it. And this is what people have been saying. There were at least 5 witnesses in that home at the time of Senzo Mayiwa's death.
Yeah.
What really happened? And this is what people are asking. Can people just come out and with the truth? But 5 years on, you would have imagined that, you know, in this period, someone would somewhere have broken and come out and said something. But as you say, lots of talks about cover-ups. We don't know. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
But it was inevitable that following the AfriForum action last week, that this would flare up again. So
Absolutely.
that's why Kelly Khumalo is trending.
Yeah, and a lot more will come out of it, no doubt.
Absolutely.
And stories of the Senzo's phone being handed over to neighbours, and then neighbours running up and down looking for suspects and going on a goose chase, not seeing anyone, and then nobody phoning the police. It's just a big story, but at the end of the day, let's get this in a court of law and figure out what actually happened. And I think that that's where the story is hopefully going sooner rather than later. So I think that's it on the trending topics. No, we got one more.
One more.
I had a happy house.
The
I
would-be
did.
champions
Yeah,
of
it's-
the English Premier League,
Yeah.
Liverpool, annihilating, you know, the current champions and would-be contenders, the closest at this point in Man City.
Can I tell you a funny story? So I go to church last night with my son, and we're sitting in church, and the priest is a very big Man City fan, massive. So church is abnormally fast. So it's kind of like, okay, you know, the sermon goes, and then it's like, okay, thank you, stand up everybody, we get a blessing, and then it's like, okay, right everybody, quick, let's do it, communion, do the wine, blessings. The first chorus of the final hymn is being sung, and the priest is nowhere to be found, and we're like, gosh, this is crazy. And we look at the time, it's like, it's 6:20. The match starts in 10 minutes time. You gotta love it. You have to love it.
Well, he
Priorities.
had a miserable time, unfortunately.
He did.
because
Unfortunately, he did.
City
Then-
were not at the races, or maybe Liverpool was just too good.
I think in the first 5 minutes they scored. Even the first 3 minutes they scored. So anyway, but
It's
my
theirs
house
to
was
lose.
happy.
It's Liverpool's to lose this season.
Liverpool
Absolutely.
is my family's team. So I'm not saying anything. Please stop. Don't shout at me. It's my husband and my son's team. I just live there and hear screaming and shouting and joy. Anyway, there we go. That's the end of Trending Topics.